Hi everyone, and welcome back. For this step we're going to solder in the feeders to the rails, and for this I use 18 gauge wire, and I take and I bend it 90 degrees that way, and I bend a little loop in it like this. And Pico Track is really good. They have a little gap right here between the plastic and the rail, and I drill a hole in the side and it slips underneath the rail like so, that when you have it in there you've got a good solder spot, and once you put the ballast on it virtually disappears from view. And I use black wire and white wire, one for the common rail and one for the hot rail, and I always just do black as back, and it's easy for me to remember that because my back rail I make the black wire, and the front rail I make the white wire. So when you get the holes drilled down the sides like so, then you can just feed the wires in, and then all you have to do is solder them up, and once you paint it and ballast it, it's disappeared. Okay, once I get the leads down through, I take the black lead and solder it to a black wire, and a white lead and solder it to the white wire. And for the bus cables I use 14 gauge black and white wire. Now in this particular case I had to use a couple of reds. I've done so many modules lately that I haven't had, I don't have any more black and white on hand. So, but normally our back track goes to the back of the module, or back of the module goes to back latches, the front track goes to front latches, and we always put the black on the top latch and the white on the bottom latch. And that's not a necessary thing, but in our case it is, because that's just the way we set it up. And then after I get everything, all the wires tied together and soldered, I usually put a little clamp like so to help hold it, and then some cable ties to help hold her all in place. And there she is. She's all wired up. She's ready to go. Okay, now I have all my leads in, and I just go ahead and put a little bit of putty on top of those. And one thing I forgot to mention before, at the end of each track I put just a little chamfer on them right there, just so that when the rails come together, in case one's misaligned just a little bit, it'll keep the trains on the track. And then I went around and I caulked up everything that had a bit of a hole. So now it's time to paint the track. And what I do is I use this dark walnut color, and I spray the track. Now you have to be careful not to get too much of this on the foam. It will eat the foam up somewhat. So I just go ahead and I spray the track. Get it from both sides here. I see a spot I missed on the other side. Okay, and while that is still wet, I take some granite, and this is just to give her some little extra. Doesn't have to be a whole lot, but while it's wet, just put a little on. Just adds a little color variation to her. There we go. There. That's all there is to it. We just get that painted up and we're good to go. Alrighty, except for painting the base coat on the rest of the module over here, I've got the rails all cleaned off. They're ready to go. And we have our little steamer over here. This one here is the most finicky as far as picking up dirt or anything on the track. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to give it its inaugural run on the module. Oop. How about we go the other way? There, I say that's pretty good. Can't beat it with a stick. The great thing about these modules is the way they're designed is you can set up any module in any order and it doesn't matter at all. Like I could take this module here and swap it all the way around to that end, take that module, put it on this end, or put those two modules together or whatever. So anyways, there you have it. There is a large radius corner module build. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a good one, and goodbye for now.